Hello friends! So I am recording this video. I don't usually do this, but I worked on some people recently whose bodies really wanted to be grounded, and it was like as soon as they were, their bodies could breathe again. Whew. So I figured I would just share a really quick, easy way to get grounded. And I actually just recorded this once with my fingers over the microphone. So I'm gonna try to not do that again. But yeah, so it's gonna be a short visualization. You can call it a meditation, whatever you want. And what I'm talking about when I say grounded is getting in our bodies. Um, And if we're not in our bodies, if that's something you're aware of that you're not in the body, often you might be kind of flighty, spacey, out of it, scattered, right? Oftentimes there's a reason. Like, we don't really want to be in our bodies. Like, usually it just doesn't feel that good. Like, you're, why? I don't like that. So, what I've been thinking about a lot recently, with grounding activities is not just their ability to get us into our body, but their ability to move the energy in our body, right? And so that's kind of that's really one of the activities that one of the things about that makes me value certain grounding activities is their ability to move lots of energy. So dancing is like for me one of the most powerful ways to ground. Because as we're moving lots of energy in our body, it starts to feel a little bit safer to be in it, right? So, um, yeah, so I think this visualization is a way to start with that, to start kind of having that connection and honoring it and doing what it asks you to, which is to move the stuff in it often. It's asking that. To start off, I would recommend um, planting your feet if you can. Kind of sitting square with your feet planted is really good for this. I'm not a fan of it. So if you're like, I'm out of here, never mind video, I'm done. Don't worry about it. You're laying down on the couch, whatever. Like, just stick with the video anyway. Give it a shot. It's only a couple minutes. So get a little bit comfortable, right? You're gonna be here for a couple minutes. So, and once you do, start by closing your eyes, if you will, and take a few breaths and just notice what pace you're breathing at today in this moment. And you can start to notice some of the sensations in your body. And then imagine a cord coming from the base of your spine, going straight down. So it's probably going to move through a chair if you're in a chair, most likely. And then it will hit the floor. And it's energy, it can just move through whatever the hell it wants. It's like not a problem. But you can kind of imagine it feeling the things that it's moving through and imagine what they feel like. You can imagine it pushing through, not pushing really, it's just kind of going right through all the layers of the floor. If you're in a multi-floored building, you might end up at the next floor, moving through whatever is there. And you can just imagine pretty quickly the cord just dropping through all the floors down to the foundation of the building that you're in. How's that feel? Cement, eh? No, it's okay if you don't sense a feeling. You try to imagine it. If you don't, you don't have to either. Just imagine whatever you can. You're just moving downwards. Imagine that. If you can imagine how it feels, great. So we're moving through the foundation of the house or building. Then we're hitting the earth. And just imagine it keep going down, 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 right? So we're moving through the earth now. And it's different. There's different densities, there's organic material, roots. Just imagine it going down, going pretty fast, right? We got a lot of ground to cover. Moving through rocks, moving through layers of rock. And just imagine it moving through the top layer of the earth, down through the second layer of the earth, just down. You got an unlimited amount of energy, right? It's still attached. Cord still goes up into your body, but the other end can go down endlessly. Going down farther and farther. If you're having trouble with this, you can imagine watching it. You can imagine watching a slice of the earth, and watching your little cord go down all the way through the layers, right? You can imagine it picking up now, moving really quickly through each layer, and getting all the way down to the core. Maybe it'll feel a little different right before the core. Maybe it'll be challenging to move through those layers. Take your time. And if you're still working on that, don't worry about it. You don't have to follow me. You can do whatever you want. But you can try to imagine quickly getting to the core and then everybody moving right into the core, right? And as you get there, the core is made of lava. So it doesn't burn you, but it's very different, right? And you can imagine now, go back to that energy that you noticed in your body before, and you can imagine sending it down that cord. And as it gets down the cord, it's going all the way down until it hits the lava, right? And then the lava transforms it. The lava just melts everything on contact, just becomes more lava, and it is gone from you. So you just think of all the things that you're just ready to turn to lava, just ready to let go of, that you don't need to be holding on to. Thoughts bouncing around your head, tension in your arm, not feeling well energy. Just send it all down, down, down. Feel as it turns to lava. And breathe, and keep breathing in fresh, clean air to replace that, right? And you can imagine sending things down on your out breath as well. It's handy. And this energy that you're sending down might be yours, might be other people's. If it's other people's, you can imagine that as it turns to lava, whatever is theirs is kind of like released and just floats back to them. And if it's yours and you want to take your power back, we can imagine there's 2 layers to the cord, right? So you're sending down what you don't need on your out breath, right? Down the center of the cord. But imagine there's like a hollow opening in the edge of the cord, and you can actually pull lava up in that, right? So you can pull the lava up your cord around the outside. And if you're looking at your little slice of the earth, you can imagine that you can imagine your cord lighting up, lighting up, lighting up as it comes all the way up. And when it gets to your body, you can imagine it spilling out into your legs, spilling down your legs, and just releasing any tension with it, transforming anything to lava that is ready to be transformed into lava, filling up your feet, and then moving up your gut, filling up your whole body and your organs, lavaizing whatever it wants to be. transformed and released. Um, and then moving up, up, up your chest, filling up your chest. Moving up and out, releasing down your shoulders, into your arms. You can even imagine pushing any energy out your hands, right? Any of that stress work you need to do, all of that kind of daily task stuff that you store in your arms. Push right out. Let it go. And you can take it up your throat, into your head. Let it take with it any thoughts that aren't serving you, any circular thoughts, anything you're stuck on, any really kind of negative self-talk, all that. You can just take a few moments to just continue with that imagery, or go back to releasing things down your cord. Just notice what feels good. And whenever you're ready, open your eyes. And that's something you can do all the time. Our bodies tend to forget new things that we're not used to. So I would definitely recommend, I do it at least once a day. I have to do it a lot, actually. But I also try to find other ways to ground. I think there are tons of other really powerful ways. So I would definitely recommend taking this with you whenever you want. If something happens in the day and you just get really thrown off and you feel overwhelmed and or you feel you're carrying something that's not yours, you just take a second and just release anything down there. Grow that again if you feel disconnected from it and you want to do that again. And yeah, hopefully that'll be really helpful. Definitely, once again, there's plenty of resources on the interweb. Look up grounding. There's lots of other tools, right? So maybe this didn't feel like enough. Maybe you feel like you have a lot more in your body now that you're paying attention to it. You're like, now that I'm here, so much. I would definitely keep working with the lava. Let it turn everything to lava. But also just you can look up other ways to do it, right? So I know that this is great for me, but I also really need like physical exercise. I need to dance every day too, right? So I think there's tons of different ways we ground. And yeah, hopefully you find what's right for you. And hopefully this was helpful to some people. And I hope you have a nice evening.